What's going on, guys? Zac Gudakov here. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be sharing with you guys what gear I use every single day for my real estate photography business. And at the end of this video, I'll be showcasing my favorite listing video that I shot this year using the gear that I have on this table. Let's get started. So when it comes to shooting real estate photos, the camera that I'm using for this video is the same camera that I use every single day for my real estate photography business, and that is the Fujifilm X-T3 camera, as well as the wide angle lens that I'm using for this video. That is a 10 to 24 millimeter wide angle lens, and I use that for my listings as well. It's always important for real estate photographers to invest in a wide angle lens as their first lens, because that's what they're gonna be using 90 to 95% of the time. You really want a wide lens to really show the entire room, show the depth of the room, and that's what's gonna be selling the space when it comes to listings. Now, when it comes to choosing tripods, I personally go with the brand Manfrotto. I usually buy their lightweight tripods. They usually run anywhere from $150 to $200. And you always want to have a light type of tripod when shooting real estate, because the last thing you want is to be shooting a 7,000 square foot house, 3 levels, and you're carrying a heavy tripod. So Manfrotto is the brand that I use. I definitely recommend them. Now, when choosing SD cards, I personally go with the Extreme Pro SanDisks. They come in different sizes. They have the 64 gig, the 128 gigabyte, and the 256 gigabyte. I've been using these since I got started in real estate photography. Most of the photographers I know use these, so I definitely recommend going with the Extreme Pro SanDisks. Now, if you're gonna be shooting flash photography or flambient like we do, then you definitely want to invest in a trigger as well as a flash. And so the trigger that I use is the Godox X ProF, just screws on the top of your camera. And then the flash that I use is the Godox V860. There's different flashes to choose from, so just do your research. They have different budgets, so a lot to choose from. When it comes to shooting video, I use the same camera and the same lens as I do for real estate photos, and that is the Fujifilm X-T3 camera, along with the 10 to 24 millimeter wide angle lens. Now, for a stabilizer, I use the DJI Ronin SC. This stabilizer runs you about $300. You can find it on Amazon.com or B&H.com, which is the site that I buy all of my products from. But a very easy stabilizer to learn to use. I think it took me like 10 minutes and maybe a YouTube video to really figure out how to stabilize my camera on this stabilizer. Now, for my favorite part, what drone do I use? Now, I've gone through the Phantom drones. I had the Mavic 2 Pro about 2 years ago. And right now I've settled on a drone that I see myself using for at least the next 2 years. And that is the DJI Air 2S. In my opinion, this is just the most compact drone. The Mavic 2 Pro just seems too big to be shooting real estate. The DJI mini drones, I'm always scared that the wind is just gonna carry them away. But the DJI Air 2S does extremely well in the wind. It's the perfect size. It could fit into your coat pocket once you disassemble it. So by far my favorite drone on the market right now. Would definitely recommend it if you're looking to get a drone for real estate photography. And to add to that, if you're gonna be purchasing a drone, I definitely recommend purchasing some extra batteries. I have 3 batteries total. I'm extremely bad at charging my drone up. So if I have a few listings during the day and one of my batteries died, I always have extra juice to go with it. Now, FPV drones haven't played a major role in the real estate videography industry yet, but I'm definitely trying to change that. So I went ahead and I purchased the new Dji Avata. I definitely use this drone a lot just for personal use. I fly it at parks, next to waterfalls, but I've also started utilizing this for my $1 million waterfront listings. And I'll actually show a clip on the screen right now of me flying this drone through a $4 million waterfront listing. So I hope you guys enjoy that. Now, when scanning 3D Matterports or 3D Zilla walkthroughs, there are two cameras that I would recommend to any real estate photographers out there. And the first one is the Ricoh SC2. This one is more on the cheaper end. You could definitely feel that it's just lightweight, a lot of plastic to it. This one runs you about $300, but still a great camera for the price. The only reason that I stopped using it is on the bottom over here, it has a plastic little screw. This screws onto your monopod. And one day I was scanning a Matterport and my camera just completely snapped off the monopod. And this whole end just broke. So I sent it back to Ricoh. They went ahead and just sent me a new camera. They said that it's gonna cost a lot to just repair it. So went ahead and sent me a new one. So now I use this as a backup because I definitely don't want this to break off again. But the main 3D camera that I use is the Ricoh Z1. This one's a little bit more expensive. It's around $1,000, but the quality is a little bit better, weighs more, so it just seems a lot more professional. And then on the bottom here, this little screw is metal. So I've never had a problem of it snapping off my monopod. So definitely the Z1, by far, probably the best 3D Matterport, 3D Zilla walkthrough camera that's out on the market right now for that price. So this is the gear that I use every single day to run my real estate photography business. I'll add all these items in the description below so you guys can know the names of them, do your research on them, and figure out if these are products that you would like to buy for your business. And now I'm gonna show you guys my favorite listing video that I shot this year using this gear. Hope you enjoy.